This video is brought to you by Casetify.
Hace mucho tiempo le hago caso al corazón. Y pasan los días, los meses pensando en dolor. Ha llegado el tiempo para usar la razón. Antes que sea tarde sin querer me parte no.
Hey Google, turn on the living room light.
Antes de que salga el sol del acelerador, me vaya sin freno y pierda el control. Nada más seremos dos, tú y acariciándonos en medio del tiempo sin decir adiós. Y solo mírame con ese sol tan lindo y con eso yo estoy bien. Hoy he vuelto a nacer.
Good morning, YouTube. One thing I really like about the iPhone is Apple CarPlay, and it's wireless in this car, which is super awesome. Now, today is Tuesday, and the MacBook Pros are coming out. That means that I have to bust my butt to the mall so I can go get my unit and review it. There's so much to be done today, and it's absolutely crazy. But yeah, this is a day in the life with the iPhone 14 Pro after 4 months. I absolutely love driving this freaking car. You hear that? That sounds so good. Chill. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is what I typically do when I wait for the mall to open. Now, look at this.
Is anyone else?
Do you guys see that delay? Car Apple Play, please. Look at that.
It says 2 timer.
Is anyone else?
You see that?
feeling
I hate that.
Nothing.
Enough. I just gotta wait a bit more, but at least I can go in. Oh, she looks so good. Oh. You ready for this?
It's so cold.
Dude, I freaking hate the snow, man. Oh my God. Please be open. Yes, it's open. I think after 4 months, it's fair to say that this is a very well put together iPhone, especially in the way it's been built. I do come from an iPhone 13 Pro Max, and I cannot begin to explain how good it feels to go back to this form factor. In my hand, it feels great. It's definitely not a phone I rock without a case, but when naked, Apple still kept the same design language they had with the iPhone 13 Pro lineup, with a complete flat front and back, a great stainless steel frame that, by the way, gets incredibly dirty with fingerprints. We still get the same old lightning port, and of course those 3 beautiful lenses forming that camera bump, except this time it's a lot more aggressive, which is why iPhone 13 Pro cases don't really fit in this phone and vice versa. But other than that, power buttons are in the exact same location and deliver the same size. The same can be said about its mute and volume buttons all the way down to the speakers that I enjoy. However, I do wish they were louder. I often try to put a podcast on while I'm showering, but it's just not that loud, and to be honest, they also don't sound the best at full volume in my opinion.
Oh my gosh! What the crap is this?
Oh my God. I'm gonna tell you guys something. This here, the dream car. That's cool, the Apple Store's open. It's perfect. I really wanted to film the 14 Pro Max in store to show you how great the 14 Pro just fits in your hand. There's just nothing like having this size on the go at all times. I remember when I used to get in my car with the 13 Pro Max, it would often fall out of my pocket and it would enter the seat crevices that lead to hell. With my 14 Pro, and even if I was to talk about the 13 Pro, this just very rarely happens depending on the pants I'm wearing. This phone in this form factor is just unbeatable. I want to say I have average sized hands, and so when it comes to texting one-handed, bringing up the app switcher, swipe down from the top right corner to bring up the control center, use Apple Pay and whatnot, it all feels effortless. Yeah, I gotta catch a quick look at this. I haven't even taken a look at it. I got this silver model because I like silver and I think it looks so much freaking better. Specs, I also got like the base model, so you guys can really take a look at what the base model can do. I'm gonna be keeping this for a while and use it as my main machine. Not that I need it, but yeah. Phone is at 81% in battery life. Doesn't make sense. My God. This honestly has been pretty much every freaking day for the past 4 months. I have to charge this phone all the time. It's only 10. Battery life, not so good. Manual mode. Downshift. Oh my God, yes. We're just gonna stop here because I need to pick up Jan so we can go get some stuff at my old address. There are like these very sweet headphones I really want to show you guys. They're like the Lamborghini of headphones, and I've been waiting like 3 months to get them. You can come in, my friend. Oh, sorry. Luck. Try again. Oh my God, dude. It's freaking cold, huh? So cold. You want to just put that in the back? Ta-da! This is why I love the wagon. So we got the MacBook. Get the headphones in my mail, which is what I'm going to be doing now. Best house accessory, August locks. They are a must. Amazing.
Front door.
My favorite people in the world. Hello, bobbies. I miss my dogs. How are you? This is where I used to film videos. Like, this is where everything started. My parents have been taking it to build an office. Pretty crazy. This is the old setup, the old office. This is why I love the wagon. Everything just fits. Does it fit? Better fit. Yeah, I think so. Look at that. Oh my God, amazing. I usually like putting where I'm going so I can see the cops on the highway. But let me show you guys something. The island serves like a multitasking tool. You guys see that? If I click here and then show my face, there you go. It like pops ways. It's pretty freaking neat. MacBook locked. Yeah, what time is it? 10:56, so we're good on time. Battery pack always carry with me. 10:56. That gives us an hour because at 12 I usually post on Instagram, so I take a little break. An hour to do the ASMR for this laptop so we can get that done. That takes quite a bit of time because I have to rig the whole audio interface and everything. Put focus on. So we don't get bothered, do not disturb on. Yeah, we'll sync the audio. We'll take an SD card, put it there. Scene 4.
We'll do that again.
Yeah, they're black stickers. Do like something like that. MacBook unboxed. It's all out. Now John's gonna just put all the footage in. I think it looks pretty good, huh? It's 12, so I gotta post, and I think you have to post too, no? Tuesdays is posting day for me on Instagram. I'm also currently trying to figure out this whole TikTok situation. I think I finally figured out my voice on the app. Anyways, I will say that transferring content from my NAS to the iPhone and looking at it on this display is one of my favorite things ever. This 6.1 Retina display looks so freaking amazing. I absolutely love this thing. It's just crisp. The colors are incredibly nice, and it's nice knowing that you've got 2000 nits of peak brightness at all times if needed. The fact that the phone overall feels super smooth when going around apps, it's snappy and responsive, makes the overall display experience feel much better. But is this different than my old 13 Pro Max? Not at all. What is different, and it is something I've been enjoying, is always on display, and the fact that ProMotion handles that feature to the point that it allows the refresh rate to drop to 1 Hz is amazing. However, I've been noticing that ProMotion is not perfect yet. I think more than anything, it has to do with the developers of certain applications not optimizing their apps for it. I just feel jerkiness sometimes within certain apps, and I don't feel like I'm getting that full 120 Hz at all times. Other than that, honestly, watching football, consuming TikTok, watching Netflix movies, it's all a very enjoyable watching experience. Quick question, am I the only one suffering from this? 63%, and it's 12 o'clock. And the phone also gets hot awkwardly sometimes when I'm on the NAS. I don't know, it's just weird. Like, typically all I just do is just bring an Anker battery pack with me. It's pretty annoying, but I have to charge the phone at least once a day, sometimes twice. I don't know. I did just recently do the update to 16.3, which just came out, so I don't know if that's harming it or not, making it worse. I'm sort of confused. Just wanted to show you guys something. For those who are really very much wondering how I film, I use Notion. And those are all the cases I have to get done before 5, or as much as I can. There's quite a lot, but yeah, it's time to shoot the MacBook.
When I kiss you, I get a spark. Your body a work of art. Horny thoughts after dark. Used to stay up late to just talk. We was moving fast, trying not.
Okay, that's transferring. Look, this is why I always love always on. Look, like I can just pass by, you know, I'm doing my script and stuff, and just take a look at the time and continue about my day. Now, I don't think this is a reason why my battery has been draining. Let me just show you. So 59%. I haven't really touched the phone, so like 3% in an hour or so, because that's how long it's been taking me to shoot. Honestly though, I just can't live without that feature. It's just amazing. I don't feel like turning it off. It's an amazing feature, great for when I'm showering and I want to see who texted me or want to peek at the time. Plus, the small widgets Apple introduced into their new home screen, along the new way of displaying content such as messages and music, makes the whole always on display feature feel so much more advanced compared to what Samsung has to offer. We have to stop doing that. Casetify has been dope though. Cases are super durable, and this didn't happen just now. This was me like testing this thing for like hours on that carpet, but it's been pretty clutch. Still waiting for the MacBook to sort of use the backup I have for the Air, because that's where I have like all the main programming stuff, and that's what I'm gonna be doing with this laptop sort of. It's almost done, just gotta wait. And so I can continue shooting. Casetify is one of the world's most popular tech accessory brands, known for their protective phone cases and global collaborations. They not only have super protective and aesthetically pleasing cases, but they also have one of the best, if not the best, clear case in the market. I have challenged myself over a period of 14 days to rock their clear case to see if their UV Defender technology is even remotely true. Well, it turns out that it really is. My daily usage across the entire 14 days has ranged from me doing A-rolls, using it in the car, dirty places like a garage where I was getting a few mods done to my car. I took my phone to the auto show, used it when I was building my Husky drawer. It's literally been everywhere and anywhere with me. And after 14 days, I'm so pleased to say that this looks like it's brand new. I mean, literally, when I took my phone out of the case to compare it with an untouched version sitting in my drawer, you can literally mix both cases and you won't be able to tell which is which, unless you're like me and you've test dropped this like a billion times. Yeah, a few tiny little scratches here and there and cracks on the protective cover lens, which is a lifesaver, but this very much exceeds military standards and has a 6.6 feet drop protection. Overall, making this whole kit and case amazing for an everyday use setup. I did go overboard with my testing and ran a 12-hour wine and coffee test. I basically poured 3 extra large coffees in one bucket and 2 bottles of red wine in another, and ran a 12-hour timer with Casetify's clear case and Apple clear case fully submerged in there. The final result, after I came back to the office at like 1 a.m, well, absolutely amazing. I compared the cases the next day and I was shocked at how yellow and how red the Apple clear cases got. Compared to what Casetify has to deliver, it's crazy how well these are optimized to prevent yellowing. Putting all these cases next to each other really shows how awesome their clear solution is. Look, if you want quality protection, clean clear designs, and great screen and lens protectors, get yourself a nice 15% discount when clicking the link in the description down below. That's done. Nice. It's all done. Oh, cool. It's freaking smoking hot here too. I'm so hot. All right, so time to keep shooting this freaking thing. It's currently 2:15. I honestly just want to make sure that like we finish shooting everything. There's quite a lot left, and before going to eat, this has to get done. Sponsorship for this video is done. Now it's time to film the rest of this video, and it's currently, where's my phone? 3. Somehow I'm at 49%. Great, but yeah. Okay, we're good. If any of my friends are watching, this is why I don't answer my texts, because first of all, my phone just doesn't get touched on filming days and it's on focus mode, so I don't even know who texted me. It's currently 4:30. I'm gonna turn this off. I'm actually quite hungry. Bro, you don't eat?
I'm starving.
Yeah, bro, same. always have to wait for the car to warm up. Face ID, guys, absolutely amazing. I feel like year after year it gets better and better and better. I do wish this had like fingerprint ID like the Samsung. I think that technology is super freaking cool. But other than that, not bad, honestly. Ooh, parking brake. Thank you so much. Oh my God, it's hot. John and I were discussing about haptic feedback. You find it's more prominent on that phone or on this?
Less.
Oh yeah, right, on this phone. Like
It feels deeper on this one.
that's so true. Let me check this one. Oh yeah, there's like a bassier type of
Yeah, there's more
tone
bass,
to it,
yeah.
yeah.
Tremble.
Okay, I'm just gonna come out and say it, but Dynamic Island isn't that useful throughout most of my days. It's overall a software feature that hides the notch and delivers more space on each side of the screen, but not all apps seem to take advantage of it. When I was doing my Casetify challenge, I did notice the timer appear on top of the phone. It's a cool experience and all, but I think for apps like Uber, it would be cooler. A quick example of something I'd love to see is being able to see in how long my driver will be at my location. I've also mentioned in the past how cool it is for directions using Apple Maps. The thing is, I hate maps and I typically use Waze. While it's an app that Dynamic Island does not support, it would be sick if it did. However, I absolutely love how it does deliver this cool multitasking mechanism. I like how it often holds minor info on the right and prioritizes the important apps in the middle. It's a cool feature and all, but I don't know, it's just not that useful. Bye, take care. Thank you so much. Have a good night. It's already dark outside, man. What the hell? No, even though I don't like the Dynamic Island that much, the camera is something I really like. Let me show you guys quickly. This is why I always tell people that on shooting days, I cannot be bothered. It's 6 o'clock, phone's at 25%, and it's also why I bring these things with me all the time because you never know. 25% at 6 o'clock, that is not the best considering I haven't used the phone that much throughout the day because I've been shooting and we still have so much to shoot. Look, this 3200 milliamp battery doesn't last me all day. I don't get it because my screen time really isn't the craziest either. It could be because I'm always using it to upload content, take pictures, making stories and whatnot, but I think overall it does last like 3 to 4 hours less compared to what my iPhone 13 Pro Max delivered. I was so annoyed at some point that I thought my battery health was degrading, but it really hasn't, and to be honest, I think this keeps its health better than last year's model. I was on 16.0 for the longest time and just recently updated to 16.3. Up to now, I'm not quite sure if it makes a real good difference. I think coming from a 13 Pro Max without always on and without Dynamic Island is a bit unfair. I do feel like I'm being harsh with this phone at times when it comes to battery life. I just get so annoyed at times, and so I just end up taking my 96 watt-hour charger my mic came with and use it to charge this phone, which does it in like an hour. Long-term wise, I don't know how bad it is for the battery, but I've heard these have automatic regulators nowadays. Look, on average, I say I get like 7 hours of use. I also haven't really tried having this with always on disabled because I like having it enabled. Okay, enough with my little dilemma about battery life. Video is coming along. It's a nice color grade we have going on right there. That's all Jan. I have to finish shooting a few tables right here. And that's what I'm gonna do now because I really have to wrap this up because it's coming out tomorrow morning. Yeah, they'll know, I guess. I'll put a text. You guys will know, right? 6:39. That means I have to film 2 tables, finish wrapping this video up, do the A-roll, finish wrapping this day in the life up. We're gonna go to bed pretty late, man. Yeah. So, like, I guess that's it. Are you gonna work again during the weekends or not really? Okay, you guys are all caught up, Joe. I have all the settings and everything. That one right there, which is hitting the sofa and then it's going all the way up with the charger. Okay, for the most part, this is how things look for us, and thank God I have this video saved because if it wouldn't be for this light, like, you see, I really wouldn't know what the hell goes where. I have to admit, I absolutely love the iPhone camera. Low light capability is so good with this new 48 megapixel sensor and their new image signal processor that's part of their new A16 Bionic chip. It really helps render this out. I'm honestly not afraid to use this camera as my worst case scenario B-cam. The other day when I got the Husky and I was not expecting it, the first thing I did was start shooting 4K video with this. Things looked absolutely great for something I had to film on the spot with terrible lighting conditions.
Okay, I wonder how the arrow looks like here. I didn't change anything, just arrow. Video, record.
I'd rather just show you the rawness of what this phone can do, especially when it comes to the camera. For example, I went to the auto show the other day and took a bunch of videos and photos with very mediocre lighting conditions. Things look really good in my opinion. I can always cheat and take amazing pictures with great lighting and modify these on Lightroom and then just be like, hey guys, this is what it looks like. But I'm talking about this as an everyday phone where you can just whip it out and shoot right away. It's absolutely ideal for that. Stabilization is also super good. It handles road bumps like a charm even without the need of using action mode, which is another mode I rarely use, especially since it crops it at 2.8K and I enjoy shooting 4K all the time. Regardless, the overall dynamic range is very nice on most videos and photos. In fact, my new condo picture on Instagram was actually taken with this phone. It was a mix of a very bright scene and very dark at the same time, and once I was able to edit this, it looked very much like any other pictures on my feed.
Yo, quick pro tip for those who want their raw files in JPEG. Say you have your picture right here, for example this one, and you guys want that to be saved as a JPEG instead. Let's say you save it to your files, you have it in your files now. You can just click here and you can do export, and then you can do JPEG, PNG and whatnot, you know, just so you have it as a JPEG and not as a raw file.
This is how our Tuesdays typically end. We shoot A-roll and then I have Jan edit the rest of the video. This time around is a bit different. We need to stay up all night to edit the MacBook unboxing and overview video. It's 10 p.m. and we need to get working. This is literally what my day in the life with this phone has looked like for the past like 4 months. I gotta go help out edit and finish the work for tomorrow. I will see you guys next week. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Take care.